Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. And the Springboks have just announced their side for the final test of the year against England. And given that was taking place outside the test window, we expected quite a few changes, and lots of changes there are. The big news is that David Delendy had allegedly taken a knock in training on Monday and was a bit of a doubt for this weekend, but he does start. And maybe the bigger news for a lot of people is Evan Roos also getting a start. So quite a lot of big calls being made, a couple of returns on the bench as well, a 5-3 split, so quite a lot to sort of pick apart. But before you do that, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. This is how we will be lining up on Saturday. Now, in the front row, it's unchanged front row. Oxenchair, Bongi Mbonambi, France Moherba, which we kind of expected. Eben Etzebeth, however, comes back into the side and is part with Marvin Orie. I thought it was actually pretty solid last week against Italy. I thought the lines worked very well. You got a lot of work done. And then Sia Khaleesi, Franco Mostert are joined by Evan Roos. So, you know, a player where people have sort of almost been demanding that he does get a bigger role. He will start against England. He'll be into the Dragons' den, or the Lions' den, rather, I suppose, at Twickenham. So it should be quite interesting to see how he sort of copes with that. Faf de Klerk, Damian Willemse do continue their partnership. Marcus Mapimpi comes back into the side. Kurt Lawrence is switching to the 14 jersey with no Cheslin Colby. It was quite an expected change. And then Jesse Creel returns to the side with David Delendy slotting back into inside centre after being named in the World Rugby Dream Team as the inside centre. Willie le Roux will start at fullback as well. Off the bench, Thomas Toy comes in to join the likes of Stephen Kitsoff and Malcolm Marx as the reserve front row. Malcolm van Staden gets his first opportunity in the BOKS jersey this weekend next to Kwagga Smith in a 5-3 split. Jaden Hendrick comes into the bench in place of Kobus Reinach, which we expect. Mine on the bench once again, but maybe a bit of a surprising inclusion. Kanan Moody is also included on the bench. A couple of people sort of thinking that we might go with the Hand Clausen and a 6-2 split, but I think this is probably a much safer option, you know, with the likes of you know, for example, Evan Roos getting his first start. You know, a bit of a knock to David Delendy as well. You know, I think a 6-2 split might have been a good idea from a pack point of view, as we all sort of know, but it would have left us very vulnerable had there been a couple of knocks. And interesting to see that Kanan Moody is back into the 23 already. A lot of people sort of, as I said, you know, potentially Jan Goosen coming in and making that 6-2 split possible. It's a very good team. I don't think we can really have too many complaints. Really, it's a case of horses for courses, because it's probably the best 23 we can name right now, with all those players who aren't available. When you think that there's no Lakanya Amtu injury, for example, there's no Andre Polo, there's no Alton Yankees, there's no Jasper Wiese, no Colby, no Vincent Koch, no Trevor Nyakani, no Andre Esterhuizen, for example. There are a lot of players missing and not available to the BOKS. So given that, I think it's an exciting pack. I think Marvin Orie can do a job. I don't think there's much wrong with him there. And very keen to see how Evan Roos does. And I think the inclusion of Franco Mostert will free up Evan Roos a little bit. You know, I think that Mostert will be able to do a lot of the hard yards and a lot of the sort of the grunt work, which will allow Evan Roos to hopefully try and get more ball in hand, for example, and try and sort of really show what he can do and why he is so sort of hyped and why people are so excited about him. And this is a perfect opportunity. This is a proper opportunity. People sort of saying that you can't, you know, play in a fully changed side and expect to perform, you know, but also, you know, you struggle to sort of impose yourself with, you know, 5 to 10 minutes or whatever. So no excuses now. This is a proper opportunity for Evan Roos to really sort of release him and see what he can do. And I think he's got the perfect opportunity to sit there and book his spot on that plane to France next year. The back line is pretty straightforward. I don't think there's too many surprises there, really. A lot of people calling for Manie to stop, but, you know, Damian Willemse, I think, has been very much included, almost as much probably for defensive reasons as for attacking reasons. You know, with Willie le Roux, we saw how Willie le Roux can pull the strings. Damian Willemse are very important defensively as well. And I think he'll have to be pretty solid there. And then we can bring on Manie sort of with half an hour to go, like we did last weekend, and really let's see how he does. A much stiffer task, though, is England than Italy. So, you know, it's difficult to sort of sit there saying, well, Manie looked completely comfortable last week, therefore he should be starting against England. Whole different prospect. So I think it's a nice balance of being able to introduce players in as well as give them opportunities. Good to see Marco van Staden back in. I mean, 3 fetches all coming on, 4 fetches really with Stephen Kitsoff all coming in towards the end of the second half. So that should be a massive positive. You know, the breakdown I think is going to be very good for the BOKS in that last sort of 20 to 25 minutes, which I think is probably very much the area they're going to try and target. Let me know what you think about the team down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll chat to you soon.